Welcome. Hope you have fun.
Hi guys, so today I'm going to be starting a brand new series. So, what series you may ask? It's the SQL series, also known as SQL. So, first off, why learn SQL? Well, Netflix uses SQL. Uses SQL. Prime. Well, not the drink Prime, but Amazon Prime uses SQL. YouTube. Here the platform you're watching me on uses SQL. So there's a bunch of other ones. These are just a few examples. So all the password keeping ones. So all the password keeping ones, like I don't know. So like Gmail, Gmail, Google, it uses SQL. So everything that keeps data, data in a specific database or table, I mean, you um uses SQL. So, what does SQL stand for? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. So SQL is also known as SQL all around the world. So, why does SQL have two names, you may ask? So, in the past, people used to call it SQL. Turns out it was a brand name. Turns out it was a brand name, and there was a huge war about the huge, like, not like a war, but like something about it. So they switched to using SQL. SQL. So SQL stands for Structured Query Language, like I said. So you could use anything. You could use SQL or SQL. I like to call it SQL. But if you like to call it SQL, don't worry, I'm not gonna get mad at you. There's not gonna be a World War II about it. Okay, enough with the talking. What are relational databases and what are not relational databases? Relational databases use SQL, where the relational databases have relations, like the name suggests. Relational databases. Non-relational databases use no SQL, which means it does not use SQL. Not using SQL. So they do not have relations. Also, like the name suggests, non-relational. So, so to get started, I'm going to be using, where is it? My SQL. Only. So I have like a few minutes left. So to get it, just use the link below. Uh, for Mac, it's a bit different, and for Windows, it's a bit different. I'm actually confused which one is for Mac, but I am using a Windows. So, so we are gonna be only using the MySQL workbench, not the shell or anything else. See, we have a command line client, we have a command line client Unicode, MySQL shell, MySQL installer. Oh yeah, these two are the installers. So right off the bat, you may see one connection. That's the connection that MySQL provides you at the beginning. So, as you can see, I had two. One for my tutorial and one for this series. This one, I'm still learning SQL and teaching you guys my knowledge. So this one, created a separate connection for that. This one, I'm going to be using. So to create a new SQL connection, give your connection a name. Oh, and also to make a connection, just click on this plus icon. That's it. And fill out these details. You could store a wall or not store a wall. That's connection. And click on OK. But since I already have one, I'm gonna cancel. So over here, let me just drop my database. So these are the ones that I use for the tutorial that I'm still learning. So you could just ignore them. But you should have like a few databases that MySQL provides you at the beginning. So let's actually get to coding. First, you may land up on a page looks like this. So you could just hide all the stuff that you don't need with these three buttons. So let's get to the coding. Create database. Let's give it a name. Tutorial. And let's also use the table. So, in MySQL, the semicolon equals to period in SQL language. So this is equal to an period, and the next line is going to be a new sentence. So, what are databases? Databases are like folders. They act like folders. These are all databases, aka folders. So, what do databases hold? Well, the literal exact same thing as your folders hold. So, downloads is a folder, and it holds all these stuff. So, yeah. So let me just get rid of my file explorer. Yep. So we might as well use the database. What does using a database mean? Using a database means, so if you're creating a table, MySQL is going to be like, okay, you're using this table. I know where to put the folder. But if you don't select a folder, it's going to give you a syntax there. Meaning it's like, I don't know where to put the folder. So yeah, how many minutes do I got? So use tutorial. You don't need the database stuff. Now you could execute this. See, now we're using this database. But you may not see the database here. That's because you didn't refresh it. Yep. So if the name is bolded, that means you're using it. In our next episode, we're going to see how you can make a table. But until next time, bye-bye.
All links in the description. Shout out to Programming with Mosh.